Yeah.
Ish.
So I do the ish. But yeah, so his grappling's been really good. But
Good.
like I just put in Mike and Fighter Group. I'm like, who's doing what? Like,
Yeah,
what
let me know.
What is your?
And if you want to do everything, let me know.
Yeah, and like basically what I just said is so like I've already had a chat to like Adam's like just Muay Thai, and I'm like cool. I think he's either Muay Thai or kickboxing because he's got that Asian, like he likes. You know, to, like all them dudes who are coming over to one now who are all like risen kickboxers and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like that's what he's been watching from the start.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like Connor doesn't really watch much of anything. You know, it's funny how you look and you like go, like the difference between Adam and Connor is that Adam loves the sport, everything about it. And you can set, like, you just know that he goes home and watches it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Probably masturbate while watching it.
Yeah, like I was sitting there waiting for the Rod Tank fight and shit, like, because you know, like when one picked up all their thing.
Yeah.
And so he'd posted that he was watching it, and I'm like, I knew that he'd be watching it. You know, like I know he watches RWS, I know he watches fucking all them dudes who he's interested in. So it's like it's easy to go like, oh, that's what you're doing, like you're 100% that. Like you look at like Connor, I'm not too sure how balls deep in the like. I know he says he does it, and when he's here, he trains it. But does he do all the extra shit? Like
probably more like the Panner and Jason.
Watch it? Yeah,
more like the Panner and Jason.
Yeah.
I don't know that either of them watch Muay Thai.
Yeah,
honestly,
because I don't like. That's all I watch two things. I watch poker and fights.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, poker, fights, and comedy.
Yeah,
You know, like, as in like if I'm random, like if I'll sit at home. I was like, oh, like I need, like, you know, sometimes you just put on background shit.
Yep.
Like, oh man, like even with the gym, like when you walk into the gym, you either turn on music or you probably turn on YouTube and fucking
both, music and I turn the fights on without sound.
Yeah, that's right.
And put music on.
So I'll do the same thing when I get home. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm either gonna turn on poker or I'm gonna go like 50 of the best fights in the universe for fucking whatever. Yeah. You know, and then just pumps out the thing I've been doing, because obviously I've been getting ready for boxing. You know, all I was watching was Cotto fights. Cotto's my favourite boxer of all fucking time.
Can't blame you.
Like, and then I watched that, and then like the whole lead up was all just Cotto shit. You know, have you ever seen that boxing thing? I think it's called Hurt or the Hurt Game. The
Hurt Game.
And he's sitting there, and it's like, oh, bro, it gets me every time, and it gets me every time watching it. It gets me thinking about it when he's sitting there, and it's like I reckon it's after Cotto got beat up by Margarita. When he got those plaster of Paris wraps and shit, and his wife's sitting there like going, "You like, why are you still doing this?" And he goes, "I don't know anything else. I don't know anything else." And you're sitting there going, "Oh, like just that thing, like." Yeah. But like after him fighting that fight where you fucking cheated,
got munted,
you know, like, oh, bro, but but yeah, that was all that I watched, and I don't know whether that's what Connor does, or whether that's what, you know, like, because I know Ricky watch shit, because Ricky and I will talk about it, you know, like, and I know if you
can always tell. I think you can always tell who is balls deep and who isn't. And now that's my thing, my big thing with having people in my fight team and stuff. If I don't, that already got one.
I did that last
again. Yeah. If I can't see it in you that you're balls deep in it, I know how much to give you.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, it doesn't mean I'm just going to ignore you, but it just means those little 1% things that, you know, time away from my family and all that, you're not getting them.
Yeah, that's right.
I need to know that the people that are taking my time away from my family, and even just me having to get on another fucking flight because I hate flying.
Yeah.
Me having to get on another flight. Okay, are you doing it? Are you doing the things?
Yeah, that's right.
Are you doing those little things that make me want to be there?
That's right. Yeah. Because I mean, like, I think it takes a long time at the start of doing this, don't you reckon? Like when you started, you were probably doing everything. I mean, like.
But that's the thing. I went balls. Every
like,
video I could get my hands on, every VHS I could get my hands on with Muay Thai, I was watching it.
But even like when you started coaching, it was like, oh, I've got to go down to this sparring day. I've got to go down to this thing. I've got to make sure that I'm there for my team this way.
It's only been
and then when it doesn't bounce back,
it was only the end of last year where I was like, do you know what? People can see less of me.
Yeah.
Like it was actually last year hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
and I was like, all right, I'm gonna change some things up for this year.
Yeah.
And it's working, man. Like for me, I feel way better already.
Yeah, that's right. Like, there's not so much stress. Like to me, seeing you when you're like this, and when there's less stress on at the gym, and there's less like these guys aren't doing what I ask them to do. it's fucking easy. You know, like you are like easier to not deal with.
No, I'm easy to deal with.
I don't have to deal with you.
Yeah.
You're my friend. I don't deal with you.
No, but you're also because you're my friend, you also put up with the whinging.
Yeah, that's right. And there isn't. I suppose that's the difference. There isn't as much. It's like last year there was a bit. You know, like we'd walk in, we'd have that fucking
bounce
half
off.
hour. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing this for half the time?
I don't know, mate. Welcome to Ringlovers Podcast.
Welcome to another episode.
Yeah, another episode of Ringlovers Podcast.
That's good. I like that we're starting it this way.
Yeah.
It's good. But so I think when we first start doing this, you want to take every fighter to every event. You want to do all that sort of stuff. And then it comes like, probably might even take 5 to 6 years before you realise that, hang on a sec, are these guys going to give up any of the extra their time to do this like outside? Even like you go to the, like, I've got a really fucking, like my team at the moment is really supportive of each other.
Yep.
So we went down to Frontline, we took Talia down to Frontline because she needed wanted to have a sparring session before she went to Muay Vic where she'd get hit in the head and stuff because she hadn't had that yet. Now she's going into that. It's like, I didn't want to have another situation like Kai where it gets blown away and then you're like, I've got to console this girl in Melbourne, you know, so let's put her in a situation where it could get a bit rough, it could get a bit scrappy. So I like it could, or I could it was Talia's super technical. She's such an on the day girl. Because I worry leading into any one of these things, and then the bell goes and she goes,
okay,
and then she goes, you know. So you want to go down there, but my half the team went down there as well. We finished up fighter training. We said, oh yeah, cool, we got to go out there because we did fighter training early. All of them jumped in the car, burnt around the corner to go, to go watch it. So those guys, you're like, oh cool, then no worries, I'm going to put time into you outside of my time now, you know? And it's like, it's funny because I've got dudes in my gym now who I could actually go, like Ricky's easy, because Ricky, she's got kids. Yeah. And we just had her kids over our place the other day.
Oh, cool.
So it's like, oh cool, like, if we got this going on this weekend with the sparring thing, hey, do you mind taking Cub? You know, can you look after Cub for an hour?
Yeah, cool.
Do this football
That's
thing?
cool.
You know, like we've got community within our community now, which is what you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%.
But no. So back to what you were saying about the way, like you, it's almost like you care less because they care less.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, I fucking feel fine now.
Oh, so so you're jumping. Oh, that means you'll be jumping on the local shows and there'll be no trips to Muay Vic.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless I'm going anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
And right now, man, I've got young Moe. He's just had like the month off for Ramadan.
We've just had a bit of that too.
He's like a really like real by the book.
I love that.
Me too. Man, I think if you're going to be religious, do it right.
Yeah. One of my best friends who I talk to now quite a bit is Ebi. Yeah. I'm going down there tonight. I'm taking Trent down there to do some rounds. I love talking to him and understanding more about that culture because it's ultimately in the long run it's seen as it's not seen as the most friendly culture, if you know what I mean, because
it's the one country one culture you'll never go hungry in though.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
you're always have people sharing with you.
If I was to ever turn to, I was speaking about it months ago to Beck, where I was like just having a little bit didn't really know where I was going. Was looking for some sort of guidance, sort of like a higher power.
That's how I became. That's how I became Buddhist. Yeah.
I believe in a higher power. I don't know what that is yet. Whether it is just the universe.
There's more the universe than what we can see.
I look at the world, like the universe is it. You know, like that sort of thing. But to actually have a chat with Ibi and go, okay, tell me about Ramadan. Tell me why you're doing it. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what Eid is. Tell me what that is. Yeah. And they have no problems talking to you and telling you and explaining you about what their religion is.
But I only ever talk about it with people who are 100% in it.
Yeah.
Like the ones who are Muslim on the weekends, or Muslim when they walk into or Muslim only during Ramadan or whatever. If it's during Ramadan, man, it's like, good on you. Yeah. But sorry, you can't teach me about your religion.
Yeah. Which is, and that's probably why I love fighting. I love being involved with Ibi's gym and Ibi's boys and stuff, because they're all the whole thing.
I don't know him, but I know he's a good man. And I know that through Will and Tire Kingdom because they sponsor him.
Right. Yeah, okay, sweet.
I'm not sure they still used to. I don't know if they still do, but
but no, it's just fucking. Man, it's good. I think if you've got a higher power, something else that you fucking follow and is like, as long as it doesn't make you fucking an asshole, then we're all good with, then I'm all good with it. But, so you're talking about Mo in.
Yeah, so he's back after he's back. He's, hopefully I can get him matched on Pride. I'm not sure if I will, but I know.
What weight is he? What's the...
Oh, little bro, like low 50s.
Oh,
low
okay,
50s,
right.
only 15.
Okay, right.
So it's, kid stuff. But man, it is what it is. Like, he's showing patience already, even just in the journey with the, racking up the 14 weeks and all that sort of stuff. And I don't think it's going to bother him too much about not getting matched. I've got young Andre matched for his first one. He was the other one who got out of that last trials group.
Yep.
He's matched on Pride Day Show, which is good. But it's just with Andre, I still don't know how deep he is in it. Whereas I know Muhammad comes in.
How old's Andre?
19.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's a baby as well.
Yeah.
But whereas Muhammad will come in and say something about this fight, or I was listening to your podcast. And, those they're the things when I hear those, I'm like, this person's invested.
Invested is the best word to use, I reckon.
So it's and that's cool, because investment gets a return.
Yeah, that's right.
Dedication doesn't really get a return, if you get what I mean.
That's
you can be training like a motherfucker, but if you're not invested in that, invested in the change, invested in the development, invested in whatever it takes to be better at being yourself.
Because that's what, I suppose that's the flip side of what, when I was saying I'm not too sure whether kind of watches stuff or not, but he's totally invested when he's dedicated to ask questions. It's not like, cool man, see ya. He's balls deep in it.
I'm going to say then, Connor, I think to be the best version of yourself in the sport, you've got to be watching it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's borderlining on obsession.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I think the other way is Panna. Panna trains like a motherfucker, trains harder than anyone. Him and Jason probably train the hardest, but Panna are probably the fittest out of everyone.
Yep.
But isn't invested in it. Isn't invested in it as someone who's...
He's invested in when he's at the gym.
He trains hard. That's it. So it's that's even for me now. That's a line. So it's it used to be, okay, they're putting in, so I give them I've got to see the other stuff now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
now, mind you, in saying that, because I know Connor listens, sorry if you do watch shit, mate.
If you do.
I just, and I know he'll come and watch shit with me, but I think that's just the next step, like I was saying, anyone's thing.
Yeah.
Is if you're balls deep in it, then you're balls deep in it.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's just one of those things.
And it's okay not to be.
No, yeah, that's right.
But it's just what... for me, I'm past my use-by date as far as what I'm willing to put up with.
Yeah,
So for me, it's okay, so if they're not dedicated enough, in my eyes, and it might be too much in other people's eyes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it's the way you do shit.
Yeah, it's what I need less time away from my family.
Yeah.
And so if you still want to be a fighter, but you want to be that guy, that's cool. Old Greg will go with you. He's got no problem with that.
Yeah.
He's got no problem to travel with you and corner for you and all that kind of stuff. I probably just won't.
Yeah.
But
and what I said, I was saying it in one of my podcasts, as long as your dude's got a familiar face, then it's good for your dude. A familiar face may be someone that they've, they go they know they're familiar to you. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because I remember I've said I'd never send someone away with someone I didn't know.
Yep.
That's what I mean by that is if my fighter's unfamiliar with them. You know what I mean? The way that you do things, your fighters are familiar with the people who they get sent to.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't have them contacts yet.
Yeah.
So it's for me to go, hey, go over to Melbourne, fight there. Oh yeah, Matty from Bones is going to corner you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's Matty from Bones? Oh, he's a good mate of mine. I fucking, he talks really well. He knows what he's doing.
Brandon, when Brandon fought Yoda the first time.
Yeah.
Never even met Matt.
Yeah, okay.
And he went over there and landed and goes, right. Here, you're cornering for me.
Yeah. So that sort of thing. But as my connections grow, things will grow as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Who have you got, guys? So we're 2 weeks away from Moivik, correct, Armando? So when this comes out, we'll be going the following weekend. Is that correct?
I'm not going to Moivik.
You're not going this year?
No, I still got no one for it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yeah.
I've got I've got Connor nominated, Adams nominated, Young Talia's nominated.
Yeah, cool.
So they're my 3. Out of all of them, like...
Didn't nominate Cup?
I think he'll go the next one. I think we've got like 3 young boys that I can all get to be like...
Oh, make a little group thing.
He's going. Why aren't you going? Like, he's training hard, you train hard. Like, you know, like do that,
makes
bounce it off. It's like
sure.
if they're in competition with each other.
Yeah.
You know, and little boys always like competition.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? So if you go, okay, well, he's better than you today.
Tomorrow I'm going to show him.
So today I'll have a chat
to the car park.
Today is MMA day for our kids.
Yeah.
But it's those 3 kids who are fucking like, they're balls deep in MMA. They're wrestling hard. They're fucking trying.
They're not going to get MMA fights.
MMA is fucking far away.
Yeah, they can just do the stand-up stuff.
Because I tried to get Brody one. I tried to get Brody a fight on the Element Fight, and I think they don't touch him before they're fucking things like 16, 17 for MMA, you know?
Is that because there is no one for him, or is it...
I think it's just the way Adelaide's sanctioning is.
Okay, the rule sets in place.
But I'm not too sure what it's like Melbourne. I'm not too sure what it's like anywhere else. I know if I want to fly to Russia, you can probably get a fucking fight in Russia.
All 3 of them at once. Against another
3 on 1 against a girl. That's what'll happen if we go to Russia. Or like all 3 of them on one fucking huge fat overweight guy with only 1 leg. But what a fight! You know, we're on the board, boys. We're on the board. Like one guy, like they're both arm barring him each side or some shit. I'm fucking, no, he can't tap me.
Goes to like ankle lock him and he's only got no one. He's missed the leg. He's got the wrong leg. He's got the stump.
Man, it's funny that you say that because there was a guy who used to fight. Obviously, we've got a couple of them in Muay Thai who've only got like, they've got I call it a nub. It's a dangerous nub.
Nice.
You know, like, so they've got like, what is it, Lee Striker? He's the one, fights in one, only has one fucking arm. Just elbows with that fucking thing.
Yeah.
He's fucking good at it. There was an MMA guy, Nick Newell, used to heel hook you, right? So you use your arm, your elbow in here, and your heel. He didn't have this part of his fucking arm. So you can't grab it to defend.
Oh, wow.
So he'd whack on a heel hook and you're like, there's nothing there to grab.
Oh, and you don't want to grab the nubbin.
Really good at it. He's like, my jump. But yeah, what I've always found interesting is they put a glove on it.
Yeah, some sanctions do, some don't.
Yeah, you can't put an MMA glove on it, and that's what Lee fights in one. He fights MMA with little gloves on, with a glove and a nub.
I got it because I know there's one armed dude who fights in Muay Thai as well. Yeah, I don't know who. Oh, he's the same dude.
His name's Lee. I think Lee Striker or something.
Okay,
like that.
I know, and then the one I remember was Baxter Humby. He fought Wayne Parr. He stopped Zidov with a spinning heel kick.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's what, like, sometimes I wonder with those dudes, are they up that level because they are that different? You know, like,
I think they've been noticed a lot easier.
No, it's like one thing that I used to get shit for is I got quite high up in netball umping, right? And that is because I'm a fucking dude. You know, like, and I do it. My sister used to get so mad at me. She'd be like, "You're only at the top because you're a dude," and I'm like,
"Yeah,
eat it."
Yeah. But it's also, man, if you want to look at it that way, then why is it so easy for women to get to the top in Muay Thai? Why is that journey so quick?
Yeah.
Because you're a minority.
Yeah, that's right.
Like there's less people.
You don't have so many dudes to go through.
Before we even get, in legitimate sanctionings and promoters doing the right things, we have to get through, including amateurs and first pro fights, like close to 20 fights before you even get a state title shot.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
You've run out by 3 fights as a female.
Yep.
So you can get a state title shot.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Like even talking about my own wife, man, she got an Australasian title shot and she'd lost. But then she beat her, so she won, and now that chick's only had one loss against my wife. Fuck you, boy.
Yeah, she fought on...
she fought on the weekend, one of our friends. Sarah.
Kilowatt or whatever,
yeah. So
How'd that go?
Man, all weekend, fucking streams were dog shit. Couldn't say all my streams were fucking dog shit. Everything that I tried to watch...
Kill the internet.
Well, the internet was all fucked up.
Like me trying to upload stuff on YouTube now.
Yeah,
man,
it takes forever.
I literally have to have YouTube open and keep
refreshing?
Keep it. No, not refresh it. But keep it so the screen doesn't lock. The minute the screen does, it goes back to zero. It starts again.
Okay, right.
Like internet's just shitty now. Hey,
shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's what we pay for, and we keep paying it because it's become now a necessity and we need it and shit like that.
Yeah, and that's what they made it. They made it so everyone relies on it. And
It's like God with air. What the fuck were you thinking, bull? No. It's too much. But yeah, so back to Moy Vic, we've got Talia. I want to get Talia on. Those 3 boys hopefully be on the next one.
Yep.
And then the one after that, I'll get Stefania on as well. Yep. Stefania's our young girl who fought on the Ringlovers Day, and we said to her, "Hey, you're fighting headshots today," and she's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, that's right.
And she got fucking knocked around.
That's right.
But toughest bitch in the fucking gym right now.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
For like a young girl coming up, she does MMA.
The stuff
she
actually works.
Does man. Like she's just a good egg, and she's got good support with her mum. But both our young girls, between Talia and her, we've got good support from her parents, and they're not in the way. They're not in the fucking way.
Yep.
You know, like they're more, the questions that they ask are more annoying just because they want to get it right. And
good.
You're like, yeah, that's right.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. It's more like, yep, you got it right. Oh, I just want to do it right. Yeah, you've got it right. Okay, is this right? Yes, it's right. You know, that's, you know, like.
But remember, wouldn't you? You'd rather that, wouldn't you?
Better that than fucking have to, then half my other fighters were like, oh man, I don't know if I'm registered. You've got an email, you've got a phone. Email OSRS or whatever it is and see if see where you're registered.
Man, it's actually really easy.
And they're getting good at replying now.
Yeah, are they?
Like,
okay, I don't deal with them at all.
Yeah,
so.
We deal with them fucking twice a week.
Yeah.
Hey, who's registered? Hey, how far's this? What are these? And they inbox us straight away.
Oh, cool.
So they're really good with that.
I got one of my boys, Andre, he's like, oh man, I've done this and this, I'm booked in for this. Oh man, that's good. I only put it in the group chat once.
Yeah.
Let's see how Muhammad goes with it.
Yeah.
15-year-old boys, man, they're the ones I said I wouldn't even bother with anymore, but he works so hard that I can't help but want him to do it. You know, man, if I'm the one who has to pick him up and drive him to the doctors, I will.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, as you said, he's doing it. So You do that thing.
So you got the 3, I'm away this weekend with Jason.
Yep.
So
Warriors way out.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, Jason would have fought.
How are we feeling about it going into it?
I'm offering a bonus for a first round stoppage, I think, for Jason.
Yeah, okay. So Jason, if you get stopped in the first round, we'll give you extra money. Take a dive!
So yeah, the plan is just to literally touch gloves and just start swinging. Ugly, man. Yeah. Ugly swinging.
What's the opponent? Who's he fighting?
Fighting a Thai from Gladiator who, man, he won the 16-man Tiger Cement tournament years ago in Thailand, which is huge, man. That's a big achievement.
Yep.
One of the biggest tournament belts you can win in Thailand. So it's one over months. Yeah. One fight a month. And he won that, and I think he's had one fight back. I don't even know what happened with that. I know he was matched against Ramesh. I don't even know if the fight ended up happening.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, it's another, I'd say, bit past his use by date Thai. Man, it doesn't mean that Jason's got it easy. I just think if he makes it really hard for him early, I think he'll just check out. Yeah. But he, as a fighter in his day, he was actually quite good. Tong Sing Patong, so he was from the same gym as Damien Alamos and stuff.
So his last big feat was this tournament?
That was his biggest feat.
Yeah, okay. How long ago was that?
I'm not sure when it was, hey.
5 years, 10 years, fucking.
I'd probably say 10 years for that. Yeah,
okay, right.
But it's not when he retired.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But actually, you know what, while we're doing this, I'll have a look and I'll see if I can find the photo, because I found it while I was away, and I might be able to. Yeah, so I think if Jason should swing and ding and hurt him early, but it's not a given, is it? None of it is.
Yeah.
None of it's a given.
So when you're we'll take Jason out of the equation in this bloke, so it's not a thing, but when you see I don't know, let's say some of these fucking Thais who you're saying are on the way out, or are just doing it for a paycheck or whatever.
Yep.
If you fight them dudes and you lose to those dudes, do you think it is okay, maybe he showed up that day, or is it maybe that my dude was not ready, or my dude, how would you look at it as a coach?
As a coach, I probably think it's more embarrassing than anything, but
so embarrassing for your dude who should have beat the Thai, right? So, but then what do you then put it down to? So if you say it's embarrassing, what if he fights real fucking hard? Your dude fight hard and then the Thai fights fucking well and wins.
The thing is, it's probably starting hard early that'll that could do it for the tyre. Like that's how they're usually how those tyres that shouldn't win.
Oh, they go hard early.
They start, okay. Like it's, or they're super good at IQ, and someone looks at tyres like the boogeyman, and they're like, like Ramesh. Ramesh loses to tyres who he shouldn't lose to, because when there's a tyre in front of him, it's the boogeyman.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, oh fuck. But they think about it too much instead of just throwing, going back to what they're used to doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So in this situation, right? So let's put it back on 50 now. So 50 goes out, and like you said, it's not a given, but he's he's
definitely the favourite.
Yep.
Like you'd have to.
Like it's a heavy favourite sort of thing.
I would have to say so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think even just when you look at them next to each other, I think it's going to be more like Jason versus that Ty that he fought at 1774 a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He was just way bigger than him, even though he weighed in at the same.
Yeah,
I just don't see. I think it's going to look like you next to Jason.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, same way, but fucking towers over. Yeah, I get you.
So I think it's going to be more like that. But yeah, whatever, man. Here's what it is.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot to prove to me.
On the old comeback ski.
Yeah. So we'll get through Christmas and New Year, and if he's still around the weight that he should be, then I'm invested.
Yeah, okay, right.
But until then, it is what it is.
So this year's the test, and then it's like, show me that your ball's deep again.
Yeah, if you don't blow out during Christmas and New Year because you're being an idiot.
Yeah.
Then
cool. Is he a dietitian yet? Like a food nutritionist?
He's been using for fight preps. He's been using Condition Nutrition, Peter.
Yeah.
But I've said to him he's the type of guy who actually probably needs to be told what to eat every day.
Yeah.
Like he needs someone.
Not very.
Yeah, even if it's not.
Yeah.
You're not using him for your fight. Have someone.
Yeah.
During, and I've said to him to hit up even Liam. Hit up Liam. Yeah. Liam's pretty good at that stuff.
I was talking about Beck about it the other day, and it's like she got me in a bad moment. I had a rant about fat people or large people. And hey, I used to be one.
Yeah, you have all the right.
So I've got all the right.
Like me talking about junkies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So my problem was I was a dumb cunt. I think a big fucking sign of you being overweight is a lack of intelligence when it just comes to fueling your fucking body.
Yeah.
And it's not hard to look on. Or to ask somebody. We're in a culture and society now where there's a dude like me or a dude like you or a dude like who's fucking. We're usually the dudes who are called, oh, you're obsessed with being fit. You fucking. It's like I'm just fit. I'm just obsessed with living. Cunt.
I want to be healthy. Yeah.
So and you get tagged with that brush like, oh, you're upset. Like, what are you doing running at 3 a.m? Like, I get that all the time. Why are you fucking just sleep in, cunt? It's like, because I don't want to do that. I want to look the way I do.
Yeah.
I was fat shamed and vain, baby. And I don't care. I'll flex in a mirror because I fucking earned it.
But the thing is,
and it's because I was smart enough to make the fucking change. That was sort of what I was going to go.
See, this is the thing. I think fat shaming is actually the right way to go. It's the right way to go about it. If someone's not being healthy and stuff, they should be told every day.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the flip side too. So you get someone who comes to you. It's the same thing as except you get that dude who's always drunk around you, who's always high around you, who's always fucking pinging around you. Well, isn't it our job, or isn't it our job as a friend to go hey
100%.
man, that's not a good thing. I've got this dude who I play cards with. He's a fucking drunk every time. And I was on a table with him, with one of his mates the other day.
Yeah.
And he goes, man, I've known him for 15 years. He's been like that since I've known him. So for the last 15 years, you've let him get off the hook of being an arrogant fucking arsehole every time he drinks. And that's okay with you? You know what I mean? Shouldn't you as a friend going oh, you can't. You're a fucking mess.
And do you know what happens? There's a Barney. And then all of a sudden,
that's right.
2 years down the track, they're like, I've stopped drinking, man. You're 100% right.
Yeah,
I know I was, and I appreciate you admitting it. And let's be fucking friends again.
And I've been that dude too. I've fucking 100% been the dude where, thinking back now, I wish my mates had said, "Oh, you're a fat cunt." Took my granddad did it. He was like, "Bro, you're getting big." I wish my mates back then had to be my family were fat shaming me, but my mates weren't. And I wish they fucking were.
Yeah. And it's different coming from your family,
Yeah, because your family, you can almost dismiss your family.
You can,
Fuck off.
You because you hear their voices all the time. So it's like the trainer always telling their students something and then someone else suggests it. They're like, man, I heard this the other day. No shit.
So I think if you're blowing out in between fights, it's a lack of intelligence of like, oh, this is what I do, let's stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Because, man, it is the worst thing ever, getting a phone call and being like, hey, do you want to fight in 2 weeks? Oh, can't.
No, I'll tell you. So that was...
Or they do take it.
When Jason fought Brownie, I didn't realise how big Jason was.
Yeah.
Because that fight was at 67. I think Jason was like 81 or something.
Yeah, okay, right.
When we took the fight, 2 weeks out. Yeah, 2 weeks out. And like, because when I said to him, you need to bash him from the word go, he goes, I'm actually worried about my gas tank. Hey, he goes, that weight cut was horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. Like, had I known what he was weighing, I wouldn't have even asked him.
Yeah.
At the time, like it was. It was actually like, Brownie could have just gone without it. We kind of did it for Brownie. Yeah, so Brownie had the fight still because Brody Collins had pulled out.
Yeah.
So because he
was I on that fight card? I could have taken that fight.
I
stepped in and fought.
You fought Ben Millington.
Yeah. I could have fucking fought Brownie.
Yeah.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
I think I was teed up to fight him ages ago. Before that, he was a lot bigger than me. But
that would have actually been okay. Like, especially.
I think I had more heart than him. I think I could have fucking broken him down just sheer by like pressure and heart.
Yeah.
Because I'd seen him break too many times.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Like I'd seen him break a couple of times.
100%.
Because I remember I was telling you, I went down and watched him versus Brody at that. Was it? It wasn't Shins of Steel. It was like
Brossa Blitz.
Yeah, Brossa Blitz. Yeah. And I went there and I was gonna fight one of them, and they ended up fighting Brody. But I was like, oh. You know, like how you get that half thing, like, oh, the easier fight's Brownie, because I can break him.
Yeah.
You know, like I could have felt like mentally.
But he was wearing leg kicks, eh? He was getting leg kicked to pieces, wasn't he? Was that him getting leg kicked, or was he the one? Was he getting hurt, but he was leg kicking?
I think
or
so.
Something, or one of them was,
like that.
and then he knocked him out with hands. Knocked him out with an uppercut.
Body shot.
Body shot was okay.
It was a body shot. Yeah. I reckon it was a big.
Oh, he got dropped with body shot.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. And then he stopped Brody with an uppercut.
That's right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But one of them was getting their leg kicked to pieces as well. It was just like building up over time.
That's right, yeah.
I think it was Brownie who was getting leg kicked. I think it was. I can't remember.
Yeah. But like, so back to like that whole thing like that. Like, there's nothing worse than being overweight when you get the call of what could be a good fight. And then the other thing is like, if you're not just ticking over in the gym, if you're just always ticking over in the gym, it's like, oh, okay, cool, 2 weeks. I can ramp it up for 2 weeks. I can ramp it up for a week and
See,
get
the thing is, I don't know
week.
how Jason does. Like, he'll be in the gym, but somehow put on 10 kilos.
Yeah.
Bro,
so he just eats like shit.
Bro, he just eats way too much.
Yeah.
It's an addiction.
That's why I look at the same thing like it's an intelligent thing. And why aren't people as mad at fat people as they are mad at junkies?
Yeah.
You know, why aren't people as mad at fucking fat people as what they are at fucking alcoholics?
Bro.
Like, oh man, you're fucking all these alcoholics on the road, driving cars, smashing cars. But meanwhile, you're clogging up our fucking health system just because you're fat. You know, just because you got a heart attack or you're choosing the same, the same fate.
Different addiction. I put up a post a few years ago and it was like a cartoon, but it was like this really fat chick going like, get out the way, you junkie, get out the way, you addict or something.
Yeah.
It was like different, and then there was a picture like all these drugs, and it was like pizza and burgers and all that sort of stuff. Like, choose your addiction.
Yeah, that's like, it, man. That's it.
And the thing is like the same shit, different arsehole.
Yeah, that's right.
And either way, you're a burden on society.
That's right.
Like it or lump it. Like if you're offended by it, great. Because if offending people...
I was offended when I got called fat, so I fixed it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is do you go victim mode or do you do something about it? Yeah. And most people are going to go, oh, but poor me.
But it's not my fault.
Yeah, but it's not my fault. My parents did... Man, if you want to see shit food growing up, have a look at my family. What we ate.
Same old.
Bro, like, talk about amount of food.
Yeah.
Like, for a poor family, but it was all like... like boiled cabbage and this and that.
Yeah.
But we would have a roast, and this is not a word of a fucking lie, right? Our plates were as round as that fucking laptop, but they'll be piled this high.
Yeah.
And gravy all over and we'd eat the whole.
Don't leave until you finish what you've eaten. That was this thing that was like, and they've talked about it now across the board. That was a thing that has been instilled in people's brains, and it's now a learned thing. I can't leave until I finish eating this, as opposed to I'm full. I'm going to stop eating.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I do it all the time at restaurants.
Yeah.
Like, some people look at me like, why are you leaving? I don't fucking want it. I don't want it. It's like, I'll order a steak and shit. A lot of it, like, because when I went full carnivore for a while, I'd order just the meat. Oh, do you want any? No, just the meat. Do you want any chips? No, just the meat, thanks. And then they'd come back and they'd still bring me a salad or something, but I don't need that.
I just
like you could have literally given that to the next person, save some money. I just want the fucking meat, cunt. You know, but you know, everyone tries to, but yeah.
Yeah, people struggle to step away from what they're used to.
That's
so
right,
whether it be the person serving you the food or the chef.
Yeah.
Or the person needing to change what they're eating.
Yeah, I mean, forever we're always talking about it. We're just breaking the cycles.
Yeah,
we're breaking the cycles of what our parents did to us to pass on the new thing. You know, like everything. I think now everyone's more. I say that after just calling everyone dumb for being fat, but I think everyone's more knowledgeable and on a broader.
There's a lot more information out there.
Yeah.
Like what. You know, the fat kid when I was growing up and the fat kid now have two majorly different things separating them. Knowledge.
Yeah.
Like the fat kid can actually, man, if you're a fat kid, right, and you look at the parents, is that how you want to be?
Yeah.
And then you go, Mum, Dad, I think you need to make some changes for me. Like, you can say that stuff, but then even if they don't do it for you, then you're starting the programming for yourself for later on. Like, and I'm talking about teenagers, right?
Yeah, we're talking like 14, 15 years old.
When you're
anything before that, you're sort of governed by your fucking parents.
And it's at that point where you start hanging out with your mates and you start choosing what you eat at a party.
Yeah.
You start choosing what you eat here and there. You know, like I went to a birthday party last weekend with Antoine. And come time for everyone to go into the little room at Bounce and and they bring out pies, pasties, sausage
roll,
all that shit that I don't even know how is still a thing for kids to eat.
Sometimes food.
Yeah.
Because it's sometimes food.
And that's the biggest load of shit ever because everyone who says it's a sometimes food, they're eating it all the time as a general rule. But Antoine just went and set off to the side. I go, you can go sit with your friends. Like, He's like, nah, it's like, just look, I don't even want to watch, you know.
Yeah.
And then the cake comes out, and all the kids' mouths are black with whatever was in this cake. And it's like, but you see the kids who are smashing it.
Yeah.
One kid sitting off to the side, and he's picking out one or two things out of the box of food.
Yeah.
When it came to cake, wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But he was the only one sitting there being polite. Aside from Antoine.
Yeah.
The rest of them are getting worse and worse as that half an hour went on when they started eating.
But we know the reason why. It's the amount of fucking sugar
and the chemicals in those, all the preservatives and all that shit that fucks with their head. Yeah, man.
I'm not a good parent when it comes to that shit. I'm not, like, I will openly say I'm not great with what I fucking feed.
I'm 100% strict with my
get better, but
I'm the opposite.
where I'm 100% strict in fitness and what you're doing every day.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a day where he doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Like, and he says to me the other day, he goes, Dad, can't I just have one day? And we're like, we do. It's called Saturday.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, but not, like, what about a school day? Can't I just have one school day where I'm like, no, like in my head, I'm like, no, you need to be tired. You're a little boy. You need to be fucking tired.
100%.
You need to be, because if you're not, you're causing trouble.
Yeah, 100%.
And I mean, like, I've got a good kid. I'll fucking say that he's a good kid. He's not in trouble at school. He's a good boy. He's a polite kid.
Yep.
Swears like fucking a sailor, but I don't care. I just listened to that part of our podcast last week, and I'm like, no, I'll firm on that.
Yeah.
But so he's a polite kid, but I'm gonna. It's because I make sure the cunt's fucking tired all the fucking time.
That's good.
You know,
it's important, man.
Yeah.
Like even like Bella will do anything to do nothing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
So we'll cut. We'll try. Oh, but no.
Yeah. And then and it's funny. Do you know what? So she's also like her mother, can't sit there and do nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
But it's like that thought of doing nothing.
Yeah.
She's grounded at the moment. They're both grounded, and it got to the end of her kids' class yesterday. Normally they spar afterwards, but none of the kids were left over to spar. So then on Monday there was no one for her to spar, so she jumped into the the women's class. And then last night she chose to do it herself.
Oh, cool.
Why? Because she didn't want to sit down and do nothing.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
But if she's told she can do anything she wants, she'll sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like
you're
like it's.
Yeah,
they think they're smarter than us.
That's what we do with Cub. You know, like because I fucking slam him all week. Saturday mornings he's down here. There's usually kids here. He's usually running around. And like me, after I'm done here on Saturdays, the rest of the Saturday night is for me to do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm so fucking on all the time. And then I'm usually back here on Sunday or whatever. So Cub does the same. Saturday afternoons when he gets home, I do not fucking bug that kid.
Yep.
Plays video games, he draws if he wants, he does all his own shit. I don't bug him. If he wants to sit there and do nothing and watch his fucking movie, it's balls deep to Cobra Kai right now. Okay. You want to watch Cobra Kai right now? Because what happens with Cobra Kai, he gets up and he starts punching and kicking me. If you need this fucking kid, man, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, fuck, bro, we do this shit every day down the gym. Karate is fucking dog shit in comparison to Muay Thai, MMA and boxing. But he's like, do you want a karate fight? Yeah, I want a karate fight. Do you want a Muay Thai fight? Nah, I don't want to. So do you want to put your gloves on?
The same. Oh, he goes, my friend does karate. I'm like, yeah, your friend's a loser.
I'm like, oh yeah, your friend's good.
Yeah. Or it's like, there's a kid in the class talking about his taekwondo that he does.
Yeah.
And Antoine's like, oh really? And then it's like,
taekwondo don't.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's funny because Cub's got a little kid, and Cub's little kid does karate.
Yeah.
But he's a little Asian kid. His dad's Australian, but his mum's Asian.
Yeah.
And they've been to Japan and done karate.
Oh, really?
Cool. You're a karate kid.
Yeah.
Like, and you're doing it proper.
Not the
karate
kid.
Yeah. But like also, like when you talk about doing things right, like when we talk about doing things right for our sport, he's done it right for his sport.
Yes.
He's got like, kid's fucking 9, but he's been to Japan, he's done fucking karate over there. Sick. If you want to think it's awesome, then at least you've done it the right way.
For sure.
Like you're backing it sort of thing. But yeah, shall we get into some questions?
Let's do some.
Ranting and raving.
I'm enjoying it.
I am enjoying it. Ooh, Jamaica, ooh. I don't know why, in songs, that song comes to my head. Anyway.
Great. Actually, I love that song so much, and all I wanted for my birthday was the album, and they got me like the oldest Beach Boys album they could find. It was the cheapest, like $2 or whatever. I was devastated, but I fell in love with that album too.
So this is the trauma that led to Pinky being the way he is today.
Yeah, it was not getting the Beach Boys album that I wanted.
Great American music.
Is the coach always watching? And if so, is no news good news? Great fucking topic.
Is the coach? Yeah.
So I say always watching, listening, taking note of the whole package. And then if you're hearing nothing, like Rig always says, when someone joins the fight team, Rig will say if he's not abusing you, it's one of two ways. Yeah. And have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
So if he's not yelling at you, he's either checked out or he sees that you're doing enough.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
So if I've checked out, there's the next level where it's just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But when,
hey, bro.
Yeah.
Good work. How'd you go to?
Yeah. So whereas, for me, no news is good news as a general rule.
Yeah.
Unless you know you haven't been doing everything, then it's no news means I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and you probably know.
You should, if you don't, you're an idiot.
You know, like, if you don't, that's right. Yeah. I've got the same thing. A lot of the time, I was having a conversation with Adam last night about PTs and like PTing fighters and stuff, and it's like I don't like one-on-oneing, you paying for like the money for 45 minutes of a session. You at your level shouldn't need that.
No, you should be. We try to give you one thing a week to work on.
Yeah. So like leading into fights now, so we've got 2 weeks till more Vic. So it's like I did a couple of rounds with pads with Adam the other night.
Yeah.
I did a couple of rounds with Connor the other night. I do some with Talia tonight.
Yeah.
And then that's my little, like I don't need 45 minutes. I just want to give you a couple of things to work on. And then I want to stand back and watch you work on them.
Yeah.
And then go, so like what I've done with Trent leading his fight. Like we've done all this drilling. So yesterday I watched him spar. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're gliding in, like using all the words that we've done.
Yeah.
And it's just because I do fucking couple rounds with pads with him and little fucking off pointers when he's hitting the bag.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Like after that, what he should be waiting to hear, great. That's exactly what we're working on.
Or little, like you said, little bits where it's like using it, like just saying, using the same words you'd be using in the corner.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Or the things that like this, where I'm at with Jason right now, I don't care, man, that he's got to fight this weekend. I'm critiquing him right up until that last minute.
Yeah.
Because there's certain things he needs to fix.
Yeah,
and if he's not fixing them, then I'm worried. I'm thinking about, February next year.
That's
when we go balls to the wall with overseas stuff.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's what I'm aiming for. Everything in between now and then is him just showing me that he wants it.
Yeah, that's right.
By working on fixing stuff and like obsessing over fixing stuff.
Yeah.
And
so would you say at different levels maybe? So let's say if you are, when you first join the fight team, if you're not getting spoken to, it's probably a bad thing. But then if because like what we just said.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm with my guys. I want to see first, like when these guys jump in and start doing their 14 weeks, I give them almost nothing.
Yeah,
because I want to see that they can do it without needing to be told.
Yeah.
Okay, so about 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks in, I'll give them a little bit of advice, and I'll give them one thing.
Yeah.
Do they work on that?
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm just trying to think of like how, like, because a lot of my first communications with the dudes in the fight team, there's a lot of shit hanging. I want to see if you can handle that first.
Yeah.
Can you handle me fucking like Ricky's the constant joke that I use all the time. She walks in, I'm like, what have you been eating, fatty? Yeah, like she's a girl, fucking cameo thing. I speak to her after and go, hey, you're fucking in ripper shape right now. And then she'll be like, shut up, you idiot.
Yeah.
Of course I know that you
Stop backpedaling.
Or like, of course I know that you fuck with. Like, I know that this is how you communicate with people too. So it's like, when you're first in the fight team, if I'm not hanging shit on you, that's where you got to be starting doing more shit.
See, for me,
I suppose, like that's...
For me, like I look at, back in my day, back in our day even, we had to, if someone was hard on us, that was the thing that broke us. Now it's their own fucking heads. So that's why I give them their own head. I give them their own head to worry about themselves. So now it's like, okay, can you deal with your own thoughts?
Yeah.
If you can't, then, because I want to see that I've given you nothing, but you're trying to work shit out as well. I've given you nothing, and you're not going, oh my God, he's not talking to me if I've done something.
Because
if that's your go-to,
I'm in that boat.
If your go-to is, oh, have I done something wrong? You're probably not doing 100% right.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Funny one, but like I do, I suppose it's a good way to word that question because it does have a bit of fucking angles that you can.
Yeah, it does. It does, 100%.
I suppose it depends on your coaching type in the end too.
Yeah, and I'm just an asshole. Like, and I'll tell you, man. I was thinking about it on the way here, how much fucking nicer I am now compared to how I used to be. But I tell you, my last good team I had, when it was like a whole team and everyone was fucking doing reasonably good, even maybe not winning and shit. But most consistent it was that shot. Like when I had 10 on that.
I was just about to say that fucking that resurrection.
The resurrection. Resurrection. Yeah. That was the last team I would say which was reliable.
Mate, that was like a Riddler's lineup.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Like when you see them all fucking doing their fucking taping and shit. Because
I actually hit up Riddler asking like how he fucking manages it. Because I remember him having like 9 on a card once, and me after that going, oh, how do you do that? Because I want to, sort of the path I'm heading down. And then, but that was the last group of people.
That was the last group. That was the last solid team you really had, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the last lot of guys that actually.
Panna, Panna's sister, fucking
Joel fucking
Rig
Herbie was in. Rig was in there holding pads.
Herbie, that's right. Herbie was there.
Shari, Greg, Johnny. Johnny was like the odd one out who was. He only had the one fight, but he was the soft one who. I probably copped it more than anyone. But got in there and performed super well.
Sounds like my Paul. Paul, for a little Asian dude. He's fucking awesome, but I hang shit on this Paul.
But it was like the thing is, I was with Johnny. He actually came in to tell me they didn't want to do it anymore because he felt that I'd gone too far in sparring. I just dropped him with knees. I was just pissed off. Dropped him with knees, and I'm like, bro, I'm your coach. I know what you need when you need. You're still 4 weeks out from a fight. Like, now is the time you showed me you could get back up. So now, that should be the thing that makes you realise you're tougher than what you would think you are.
It's just the defeatist attitude of these fucking kids these days,
100%. But it was the turning point for him. It was the turning point for him. And I go, I'm not going to back off of you for the rest of it. But and then it was like, a few people said, man, you got to go a little bit easier on a little bit more positive reinforcement, that kind of shit. He was like 21 or something.
So he's an adult.
Yeah. So, he ended up winning that fight. And, he's only won, but at the same time, I don't think he ever thought he would. So he got to have a crack, you know? But then, a few people talked to me about being too hard on him and whatever, and I was like, but now I'm like, maybe I go back to being that guy. It's obviously not good for my stress levels, but maybe I go back to being that guy and I do a bit of both. So, all right, you've got through your 14 weeks of me totally ignoring you. Yeah. Now it's time for me to be the opposition.
Yeah, that's right.
And absolutely abuse you and see if you break.
Yeah.
Like, maybe change week on, week off. Like, be good cop, bad cop, and see how they deal with it. Yeah. Because the thing is...
I tell you, the only thing about that can be fucking... I was going to say detrimental, but detrimental is not, it's too harsh a word. Is everybody else in it, like, are your generals?
This is exactly what came into my head on the way here.
Are you going to see it and go, like, I'll go hard, and then I'm like, oh, okay, now I've got to deal with the general who's coming in for a good time all the time.
100%.
And he's going to get me good one week and shit the next.
See, that's the thing. It's not when they're together, though. It's when they're sparring, when they're...
Yeah, that's right.
They're going to see me doing it. They're going to, oh man, this is not a happy place to be.
Yeah, no, but I don't think, and that's what I was just about to say. As long as it's like when you do it, when it's fighter training, when you're doing it, like, I suppose the art is being able to go, oh, you fuckhead, blah, 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 blah. Hey, man, how's your day going? Yeah, great kick, man, great kick, having a good time?
See, I think that's where most people are such big pussies, though, that they see someone else copping that, and they're like, oh, I don't want to ever have to cop that, and they quit.
But they won't if they're not going into that.
Maybe that's their thought.
Then you don't want them anyway.
True, but that's the thing. I want them as a client.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. But the thing, a lot of people are, I want to be a fighter, but he's too brutal, so I'm gonna go find somewhere else that isn't gonna be so brutal on me.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not gonna be fucking finding
So places. Right now, I'm going through it with a bit of a business mind of like, longevity, making dollars, and having a smaller fight team. That's probably how it works. Right, yeah. The people who can actually do the stuff off their own back, without me getting angry, because you don't want me getting angry.
No, I don't get mad much. But I fucking flipped out a couple weeks ago for a fighter training. I fucking flipped out on one of the dudes, and like, I'm not like that. No. But you don't want to get me like that either, because watch you try and talk back to me then. You know, like, it'll be like, get your bag and get the fuck out. You know, like, that's sort of like, I can go, like, it takes me a lot to get to 100.
Your conversation. This ain't a conversation. This is me abusing you, motherfucker.
Yeah. This isn't I'm not asking for your opinion. Yeah. I'm telling you something, and I don't want your opinion. Yeah. You know, like, because
if I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
I'm giving you the opinion now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't do it much, but still, like, I'll do shit where it's like, okay, guys, we're trying, like, fighters who are fighting, you're not talking when you're sparring. Spar for the fucking 3 minutes. Shut up, focus, and that's where I can blow up on a Wednesday night general sparring night to two fighters who are talking while instead of sparring. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck, you know, and that I don't mind showing to the rest of my team. Yeah. But like to the generals, because I do understand how you're looking, where if you go too hard, are they gonna go, oh fuck, I still want to do it, but just not here.
Yeah. So it's, for me, like, I think back then my fight team was stronger, but the gym wasn't as strong.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Whereas now, being a little bit more of Mr. Nice Guy, or just going fuck yeah and not bothering with you, is definitely helping the growth of the gym.
The business gym side,
and the fight team just get less of me.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, like, do you really want to give them any more if they're not giving you any more
100%,
anyway?
That's exactly right.
You know, so it's like, this might be that time where you're like, you know what, if I don't have much of a tight fight team and Jason Panner aren't going to pull their weight, fuck the fight team, let's build this gym into a fucking thing.
Which is kind of where I'm at now.
And then now you can be like, oh, cool. So now I've got 2 extra trainers. I've built up 2 extra trainers in this time. Yeah. So now if anybody wants to do the fight team thing, I can go, oh, cool, because that's sort of where I'm at now with this. Like, I'm trying, like, obviously we're building it. Beck and I are the main coaches. I've got Ricky who helps us, Connor and Bell who help us. I ultimately want to bring up Connor and Bell so I can go, you don't have a fight right now. Teach this class for me while I get these guys ready. And then like tonight, like I'm in the ability where it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna start coach. Connor, can you start these guys warming up? I've just got to take Talia on pads, and then I'll take you on pads. Talia, I need you to give them a combo. Adult class, you're an adult, you're going to be a fighter. I need you to do this combo. Keep it simple. You know, or even give it to her. Go teach them how to throw a jab cross,
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
And then cool, and then you can just like Talia now, I know you're fucking 12, but if you want to walk around and just fucking give little to credit, you've got enough to teach somebody who's learnt nothing.
Yeah, so that's where I'm trying to get Bella to the next level with her. I want to get her graded to like her black armband in the kids class, because then at the same time as the women's class, I want to run like a teens class. She'll then go to that. But she'll help run the kids class.
That's right.
So she'll be a trainer in the kids class.
Yeah.
And then people go, oh, so that's the next step.
Yeah.
Whereas right now I don't have that sort of teen level.
Yeah, that's right.
And obviously she's not quite.
It's a hard thing to build teens.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be I thought it'd be a lot easier. I thought we'd get like
too much ego at teen.
One dude and then one dude going, yeah, come down and train me. Oh yeah, come down and train me. And I thought that's what would happen. But it doesn't.
So much more teens are at that whole like, this is my thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember when in the early days I had a couple of people training with me and I was like, can you like help me, like bring your friends down?
Yeah,
I was like, man, I don't want my friends being involved. This is my thing, you know. Like, well, don't make your thing shareable then, like, because you give back a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fuck, nah,
I've always looked at it and gone like, fuck it, we can't. It's like, bring your mates in. Like, bring your mates in. That'd be great for me if I could fucking earn some more money off your mates.
Yeah,
like, and then on top of it, you get to train with your mates.
Yeah, like, and I'll give you $100 when your mate signs up for an unlimited membership.
Yeah.
So gyms. No, like a gym to go to in Thailand for someone who's had about 7 fights. I'm definitely going to recommend going to Manop. Manop gym is a great level. There's a bit of everything there, and you do get a chance to work with some really high level guys who are going to help you through. But then you've got a chance to fight on lower level shows to get some experience. And the same person, so this is going to all be in the same conversation. Same, give me a sec. Same person asked advice for an amateur fighter who has lost 4 of their first 6 fights.
I lost 8. Keep on keeping on going.
Yeah, like, do you love it?
Yeah.
Then who cares?
Yeah.
Like, so.
Man, do you know the amount of people who told me like, why are you still doing this?
Bro.
I'm like, fucking, what, you think that you're going to, like, okay, let's go on a running race. So you come second in your first 8 fucking running races. You're going to quit?
No.
No, because that's all it is. It's just first or second.
Yeah.
In fighting, it is first or second. You either came first or you came last.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing in Muay Thai. Yeah.
So but it's also, what is your reasoning? Like, do you want to be world champion? Okay, then why are you losing?
Yeah.
And it's the same person asking the question. Go to Thailand. Just go to Thailand and push yourself. They said, you know, where would be a good place to go for a 3-month stay. Go and dig your heels in for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like, don't overtrain. Like I say over and over, don't overtrain when you get there. Do enough to get noticed. When they match you, that's when you step it up.
Yeah, that's right.
But when they tell you you've got to start doing extra stuff, that's when you start doing it. But you're showing off and training like you're in Australia is not going to get you anywhere in Thailand.
Nope.
So you're just going to get you burnt out and it's going to get you sick.
Yep.
So
and probably a bad name.
No. Not as in like hard sparring and I mean as in like training hard, like as in smashing pads.
Yeah.
You want to be do what the Thais do.
Yeah.
Watch what the Thais are doing, or the people who have been there for a long time. Don't watch them when they're in fight prep. Watch when they're out of fight prep.
Yeah.
Because their fight prep is like a week, maybe 10 days, and they step it up and they do a little bit extra.
Yeah.
But before then, they're just cruising.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like working on stuff. So I would definitely say if you've lost 4 of your last 6,
keep on keeping on.
Yeah, but there's got to be a reason for it.
That's right.
You
do it for brain damage.
You're not. No. You don't fight for a reason. There's a reason why you're losing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Maybe your gym's not good enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
mine was straight up. I just wasn't putting the fucking work in.
There you go.
I knew that then because my coach said to me, "Your results reflect your effort."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, thanks, Hap.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking change my
It's usually the case.
Training, yeah.
Usually the case it comes down to, depending on, man, there's lots of shit gyms out there.
This is true. Usually if it's called a dojo.
Yeah, muck a dojo. But are you also, you know, like is your trainer working with someone else to get to fill the blanks in.
Yeah,
but the thing is, then are you doing the things that those blank spots are getting filled? Like, are you filling in them spots that you should be?
Yeah.
Are you taking, or are you going back to being comfortable when you go back to your gym?
Yeah.
You know, like that's another big part of it. You know, like I've had over the years, I've had a lot of people come and cross train with me, like between their gym and my gym.
Yeah.
But how much of my gym are you taking back with you?
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, there's a reason why your trainer sent you to me.
Yeah.
So in those 1 or 2 or 3 days that you're with me, how much of that are you taking back?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, don't just go back to being comfortable. Use that stuff
there's
every
shit
day.
that I've taken from you that I took from fucking years ago that I'm still using. You know, like, or that I go back to. So if you're gonna do the thing of like getting help, then make sure that help is implemented in what you're doing.
Yep.
Now there was a question that I saw that I liked.
Yep.
And it is, do you get offended when a member leaves? I don't as long as they go and still love it, because the reason for them leaving me might be like, I've had a couple who've left and gone other places. They've all left respectfully.
Yep.
Said, hey man, like they're either a general classer, so if they left, I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yep.
And then the fighters that have left either left and never fought again, and that's cool. So it's like you almost didn't need to leave fucking properly because you just bailed out of the sport.
Yep.
Or the other one, they came in and said, I'm leaving, I'm going to another gym, and that's cool. I was not offended by any of it because they're just doing their thing. And it's like, I also don't understand why you would be offended.
Yeah.
The only reason, like, put it this way, if you're offended, if they leave you and go to somewhere that you see as worse than you, why are you getting offended? They're just fucking leveling down.
Yeah, 100%.
If they're leaving you and going to a bigger gym, why are you offended? You've probably done a really good job for them to outgrow your gym, and now you're moving somewhere else.
You're not doing enough as a trainer to develop yourself.
Thing. Yeah.
Maybe you just don't have the ability to.
Lie to yourself if you're really going to get offended about it. He's going somewhere because he needs somewhere better.
For me, it's as a general student, man.
It's a choice to get offended.
Yeah, for sure. Like leave, go wherever.
Yeah.
But I always also say, if you don't like something about a gym, why not talk to the...
Yeah.
Like, obviously everyone's too much of a pussy these days anyway. Like, I don't get offended by people leaving. I actually feel sorry for them usually.
Yeah.
Because there's not many options that are better than me. Like, I'm going to be blunt about it. Like, that's... Especially, like, if you're down my way, like, where are you going to go?
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
we got a couple around here.
Yeah.
Obviously, technicians is close. Frontline is close-ish. Like, they're all close-ish.
Yeah.
And then you got, Gorilla's ages away.
Yeah.
But still, that's like the closest thing. And I don't see any of those guys in competition with me.
But that's the mentality you got to have, right?
You know what I mean? Because I'm doing different things. I'm also doing more than all those guys.
Like, you're doing different. Yeah, like, that's the thing. Shit. It's not like, are they better? Are they worse? Like, me with Strong Heart. Strong Heart's like 10 minutes away.
Yeah, okay, right.
But it's like, we're doing our thing.
Yeah.
It's not about, man, right now, his fight team is way stronger than mine.
Yeah.
Like, and he's got a lot on his plate because of it, and which is, lead into, I've taken over WBC Pro thing in South Australia now. There will be an announcement thing, but please jump on WBC South Australia and like it, follow it on Instagram. But yeah, so there's going to be some stuff coming up with that as well. But I've taken over from Jordan. Jordan's flat out with his fight team.
Yeah.
Cool. Like we had breakfast a few weeks ago and he's like, man, I'm doing the 2022 Team Pinky. I'm like, sick. Like, anyone on everything. Like, just pumping them out there,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm like, good on you, man. Like, it's...
Well, if you got the team, you may as well.
And I don't...
As long as his gym doesn't turn to shit, he's got other people. Because that's obviously the problem with everyone. You can put all your money into your team, but your generals are paying the bills.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what you can't neglect.
See, I think he did it the right way around. I went fight team first, gym later.
Yeah,
he went gym first, fight team later, which I think he's done...
I did it from the shed. I wanted a fight team, and then when I got to Diamond Road, I'm like, oh, I need to build this gym. And then now I'm here. I'm like, oh, and I'm building gym, and that I can. It's easier to juggle.
Man, looking at the numbers in your classes though, like, you're doing good.
We're doing all right. Yeah, our boxing needs to lift, but boxing is such a fucking in and out. Yeah,
it'll go through waves.
The whole sport, the whole industry is like that. Whether it be because some days we've got fucking 10 people here for strength and conditioning. Not many people here for boxing, but the Muay Thai class is full. Yeah. And then obviously we're trying to build our BJJ and MMA up. Yeah. So that's That's getting full.
Have you done the whole like where you have, you know, you dedicated 100% to the Muay Thai thing, you don't touch the boxing, and then say, like, you know, whatever order.
That's very much what it was like for a long time.
Yeah.
Where like I did the Muay Thai,
Yeah.
Beck did the boxing, but as a thing, like I was sort of like Beck led the corner. Like there'd be times where I'd be like, you lead this one.
Yeah.
Like you've done
cornering's different. I mean, like in just for the gym thing.
For the gym thing, yeah. A lot of the time, like even now, like I usually teach Muay Thai and take cup home.
Yeah.
Like I'm not here a lot for the boxing, and I was even like, I was doing the pro boxing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I am mainly the Muay Thai coach and the MMA coach. Like I put the striking, and that like I don't teach BJJ because it's not my thing. Like as in like I don't
teach
know,
the link between them.
I teach the link between the two because the BJJ guys I got in now can't do that.
Yeah.
Because they're straight BJJ guys. You know, like, so they don't strike. They can't fucking strike. They call their BJJ fights for fuck's sake. And it's not a fight. You're having a couple contests.
You're rolling around.
I get it. It's a match. Don't call it a fight.
It's a match.
If you're not getting punched, it ain't a fight.
No.
And I get it. Like, so, but they're all just grapplers.
Yeah.
So I can't go, hey, can you teach my MMA class? Because you can't fucking strike.
Yeah.
So I've got to do that. So that's basically my direction in this gym is all Muay Thai and MMA.
Yep.
And then Bex is more fucking boxing and then even MMA as well because she does, she trains in the class, she does BJJ and shit.
Yep.
And, and then the boxing thing, we don't have many boxers at the moment. We've got a master.
I don't mean the team. I don't mean fights though. Fighters. I mean like, is it just classes?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so without like the
boxing in general.
The boxing in general is run a lot by Beck, and then Muay Thai is run by me.
Yeah.
MMA is me, Armour's Armour, and then teens are the two Bell and thing. But so we do have like you're doing that, you're doing that, you're doing that. I'm not just like I know, but like Beck and I know a shit ton about boxing, so it's like if she couldn't do it, there's no stress going the other way.
Yep.
And Beck knows enough of Muay Thai to go, okay, Matt, like today, I'm going to take Trent down to Iron Hook.
Yep.
So Beck will teach half the Muay Thai class.
Cool. Sweet.
And she knows how, it's good, it's fine.
Yep.
You know, but so we sort of do. Beck is more boxing and I'm more the Muay Thai MMA guy. Yeah.
And so on that same dude who asked that question about like, you know, the butt hurt thing is he asked the right way to leave, and it's like, okay, I still, however you're leaving, whether you're a fighter or a general class guy, just go and talk to them and let them know why you're leaving. I'm leaving because of it. Don't feel like, because the thing is, if they react badly, that's their weakness. It ain't yours. Like, you just go and say, look, I want to leave. Like, you know, my gym, you have to give me 1 month's notice. Yeah. So I'll put the cancellation through right then and there. No problem.
Yeah, cool. You still got a month to train you.
Yeah. And it's like, but you've got to give, like, just go and give a reason. Like, let them know, because the thing is, they don't know to fix something. Yeah. Maybe you're going to leave anyway. But if they can fix it for other people,
that's right.
Why would you not be willing to help them that way? Like, what? Because you got butt hurt because it didn't happen for you. Say, sorry, man, I'm leaving because you just talk to everyone like this shit, or that trainer over there fucking diddled me, or that trainer's not very good, and I just think it's a real bad reflection on the level of your gym.
I can only come on Thursdays and I don't get a gel with that trainer on Thursdays.
Yeah.
You know, it could be something.
Yeah, and then you go, okay, so it actually has nothing to do with the gym at all.
That's right,
It sounds like a them
problem. I've always wanted to talk to people, if they get, like the dudes who have said, oh yeah, man, I'm leaving, I'm forever like, cool, bro, no worries, man, go where you got to go. I said, just know you've always got a home here. Yeah. Because I don't want to shut the door.
If they left that way though, if they leave by going to the bank and just cancelling their direct debt, like they're not welcome back in my gym ever. They're never welcome back in my gym because they're just dogs. Yeah. But for people who, you know, especially if they're in a fight team, if they don't come and talk to you before they leave, they're actually a piece of shit.
That's right.
If they send you a message, they can actually just get fucked, like full stop, and I will never stop talking shit about you.
I'd probably never message back.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm just like,
so I would go, like, shit cunt way of doing it, and and then that's it.
I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, it'll happen. Yeah, it'll happen. They all think they're going to get something better somewhere. Grass is green as shit, you know.
The grass is green where you water it, people.
Exactly. So let's leave it at that for this week.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Get my son back home to bed.
Yeah, boy. One thing before one other question, we just asked if we are going to speak to Toby. I don't think we're going to get a chance.
No.
You're going.
I think he's already left. Yeah, I think he might have already left today.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
When did he do his seminar for a gorilla?
Last night.
Oh, was that last night?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was meant to go, and then I had between 4 new people coming in and then 2 people whose trials. And if you do a trial at my gym, guys, when it gets to the end of the trial, just decide whether you're going to keep coming or not and buy membership.
Yeah.
Because once you've purchased the trial, you can still book in for classes. And if I don't notice that you haven't bought a membership, you're training for free.
Yeah.
And it's like, I had to have a chat with a parent and I had to chat with this person, that person.
You do everything through go-kartless?
I use GlowFox, but it uses go-kartless.
That's right. Yeah.
It uses go-kartless.
I'll tell you something about it.
But I can't do anything with them. Like I'm just getting paid. They pay me. Go-kartless, but I can't.
You can't go into a go-kart like you don't have a go-kartless account.
Yes, but I can't change anything in there because it's connected. The GlowFox part of it is GlowFox.
So you log in through GlowFox, and that's where you do your.
I can still. You book your trial through GlowFox.
Yeah.
Because then you can book onto your class through that and all that sort of stuff.
I'll tell you something off air.
Yeah. Okay.
Just another way, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. All right, sweet. Well, we've got questions backed up, which is fucking sick. We've got a couple ready for the next week.
Yep. Keep sending them in.
Keep sending them in, but because they're all good ones I've read over and they're fucking. We got some good shit to talk about leading up in the next couple of weeks. If you're going to Moivik, I'll fucking see you there. Come say good day. Did I tell you about when I was in Wagga?
No.
I think after I got back from Wagga, there was dudes there. I was getting in the car. Our car pulled up for us to leave.
Yeah.
I'm loading up the car. I've got fucking Connor's there with me. And we just, hey, Matty, can I, hey. And he pulls me up, stops me, listen to Ringlovers every week, blah, 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 blah. And got a photo with us and shit like that. It was cool. Like, sick. Connor was like, it's so funny. Connor's like, that's my coach. He's a bit of a celebrity. I'm like, I'm just a podcast dude, bro. But yeah, it was cool like that. So I'm heading to Moivik. So if you're going to be there, come say good day. Come grab a photo or something. We'll post it on the fucking thing.
Yeah,
ask me a question in person.
Yeah.
Might even do a little fucking interview with you just for fun. All right, because I'll be there. So yeah.
Sweet.
Apart from that, guys, we'll fucking see you in a couple of weeks. We'll hear about Jason's fight when you get back.
Yeah. We'll record next Thursday again. And
onward and onward.
Sweet.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bisexuals.
Non-binary.
Oh, wow.